Hello students, in this module we are going to discuss the topic self-help groups, commonly known as SHGS group. What is this? Banks are not present everywhere in the rural India. We all know that. Even when they are present, getting a loan from the bank is much more difficult than taking loan from informal source of credit. So absence of the collateral is one of the major reason which prevents the poor from getting bank loan. For that situation, some women are make this group. So we are going to discuss upon this, the self-help groups. So what is the concept of this self-help group? The self-help group involves a small group of women. Generally, it is started by the women working together to improve their financial status. And it is generally a saving and a credit organization composed of 10 to 15 farm women belonging to the same area, religion or class. The working class women, 15 to 20 women are get together and make this group, and this group is fulfill their basic needs related to money. So self-help group are a voluntary gathering of persons who share needs or problems that are not being addressed by the existing organizations, institutions or other type of groups. So self-help group is a group of people usually belonging to one neighborhood having a same social and economic background. So through this self-help group, they meet and save money regularly as per their ability, and members of the group can take small loan from the group itself to meet their needs. The group charges interest less than moneylender on these loans. This self-help group are voluntarily formed an informal registered or the unregistered group of micro entrepreneur having a homogeneous social and economic background. So under this self-help groups, after 1 or 2 years, if the group is regular in saving, it became eligible for availing loan from the bank, because the bank needs some amount or some deposit amount in the bank, then the bank is ready to give the loan. So loan is sanctioned in the name of the group, and it means to create a self-employment opportunity. So that's why these people needs on the basis of mutual help. They are giving the mutual help to each other. This SHGS are the building block of organization of the rural poor peoples. So not only do the SHGS help women to become financially self-reliant, it also help. They made the regular meeting of the group provide a platform to discuss and act on a variety of social issues. We have different variety of social issues related health, nutrition and domestic violence. So what are the essential features of SHGS? Some features are the small group of people is there, because we studied 15 to 20 members, the voluntary membership, homogeneous and affinity based group, that means their social and economic backgrounds are same, the identically interest, social heritage and common occupation, the intimate knowledge of member and intrinsic strength, needs and problem. They are knowing their own problem and they are giving the help to each other. So these are the essential feature of SHGS group. Here we are going to discuss the function of self-help groups. The functions. The first function of this group is enabling member to become a self-reliant and self-dependent, providing a forum for the member for discussing the social and economic problems, enhancing the social status of the members by virtue of their being members of the group, providing a platform for members for exchange of ideas, developing and encouraging the decision-making capacity of members, fostering a spirit of mutual help and occupation among members. Instilling in member a sense of self, strength and the confidence which they need for solving their problems, providing organizational strength to members, providing literacy and increasing the general awareness among the members, and the promoting numerically and equipping the poor with basic skills required for understanding monetary transactions. Under the self-help group, these peoples also provide the small, like we have to take example, the women are very much trained in the tailoring. So these groups are making their society like that, where all peoples are feel safe. If they need money, if they need loan, so on that situation, they are not going here and there, the banks, the informal sectors. So these groups is open the account in bank, and this group is taking the loan from the bank and given to the needy person. After that, the interest, if the bank is taking the 5% interest, I am only giving the example, so they would take the 7%, only 2% increased interest rate. So the little money have to save in the bank. If again the other person is need money, this group is going to give help. The conclusion of that, the empowerment of women through the SHG provides a benefit not only to individual women but also for the family and community as a whole. And a number of SHGs have taken part in the implementation of various welfare and development programs of the government and increasingly addressing the various social issues. So economic activity requires loans or credit. Credit can have a positive impact or in certain situation make the borrower worse off. So in this chapter, we have studied the different type of things related to money and credit. Cheap and affordable credit is an important for the country's development at present. It is the richer household who receive the credit from the formal source, whereas the poor have to depend on the informal source of credit. So it is essential that the total formal sector credit increases so that the dependence on the more expensive informal credit become less, where the poor peoples also feel themselves as a secure in their own society. So also the poor should get a much greater share of formal loans from bank, cooperative, society, etc. So both these steps are important for the development. Then students, this is the end of this chapter. I hope you understand. And please, again, I am going to repeat, please thoroughly learn your NCERT chapter and do the exercise. Thank you so much.